which we do not want, which we do not want.
Last time we took a picture here, and there was a
You need to do it right now, please. Do it again. You are awesome.
Welcome to the Scarborough Paranormal channel. We haven't done a video in a long time, and I'm about to do a basement investigation here. So we're just going to go over some of the equipment that I'll be using for this little session. We've got the also famous Mel-Meter here for the EMF, because you never know. The temperature thermometer, and because the basement is already cold, if there's a significant drop from that cool temperature to an even lower temperature, then this will come in handy. We have got the trusty K2. Had some really good evidence on this a while back on a previous video, communicating with Grandpa. And, of course, the lovely PSB7 spirit box here. We get some lovely communication through this, so sometimes I think it can be radio. It just seems a little funny. But you never know. And of course the EVP recorder, just a regular digital recorder here for EVPs. Should be doing a few of in the back room there. And some other little things we're going to throw in are our devices, tablet, and the phone. Gonna try some apps out. You never know if there's actually any hard evidence on them, but it proves an interesting look. So that's some of the stuff we're using, and we should now proceed to inform again of the activity we've had in the basement. It's been a while, so we'll just recap. So here, in the main hallway, this doorway right here into the washroom here, is where we had the shadow man appear. We came from in here, peeked out like this, and then went back. And we did indeed see this with our eyes, and we caught it on picture. Picture's long gone because the computer had to be erased, of course, because the memory, for some reason, had to be restored to factory mode. Possibly something to do with that, I don't know. But he was here, he was wearing a hat, looked like a top hat, older gentleman, possibly period Victorian. And later on, a few weeks later, we're doing a spirit box session here, right over here actually, in this area. And see, we started asking the question, is the shadow man here wearing his, and then the spirit box came in and finished the sentence saying, hat. So is a shadow man here wearing his hat? We hadn't even finished the sentence yet. Mind you, this also picked up on the K2. So now we shall move on to our next spot of activity. Now here in the furnace/computer room, we've gotten a number of orbs. There's an interesting one over by the window on my right here. We're just off to the left of it. There's a very large orb. It looked like it had eyes or something. Could have just been a dust anomaly, but that's what it looked like when I went over the pictures. Also, on the furnace just beneath the camera there, we got a lovely apparition. It was very small. I don't know, it was like this big. And it was just floating around the furnace. And what looked to be a priest had the robes, the little cross necklace, and we honestly don't know what that could possibly be from, because there's nothing there. It's just a furnace. And I don't think there's much that can look exactly like a priest with the cross and everything. So I don't know exactly what a priest would be doing there, but we never know. So over here as well, we had what looked to be some sort of portal shape. It formed a giant square. We had this upstairs in my grandpa's bedroom, the memorial room, and it was a glowing flame just over by the wall here, just not on the clock, just next to the clock by the doorway. So I don't know if there's some sort of entrance here or something, but we could possibly have a portal. So we're gonna carry on. Now in this back bedroom here, we have had some lovely evidence. This is where we get a lot of great EVPs and PSB7 sessions. Recently, the last video I have posted on the bed here, setup is the K2, and one of the apps from the tablet, I don't remember which Spirit Box app it was, but we weren't using the PSB7, we were just trying out some things. And we got a lot of K2 activity, a lot of answering our questions. Now, there's absolutely no EMF in this area. We did check to see if things came on, but there was nothing. We also got a wonderful EVP in here, which says something along the lines of, "How evil." So that's also on the channel somewhere back, one of the EVP collective videos I made. And we've also got some wonderful pictures in here of some mist and apparitions over by the door in the bar. And over here there was a mass next to the bed. And this is also the usual haunt of our friendly spirit called Philip. He came with us from Fort York when we did our little investigation there. He seemed to like us and came home, and he's a very friendly spirit. He's very playful. A young soldier from the War of 1812, so he hasn't seen a lot of the things we got around here, so obviously he's naturally curious. And he does like interacting with my uncle rather a bit. Likes playing with the sheet covers. So we're hopefully going to get some communication with Philip today, and possibly some of our other resident spirits. Now here we do have the lovely train bench / workbench room. This is where my uncle had his HO scale model railroad back in the day, and now I've turned it into an N scale layout. It's coming along, not complete, but it's getting there. And this also used to be my grandpa's workbench, where he would spend a lot of time obviously working on things, tinkering objects and stuff. So this was a place he would have spent a great deal of time. We've had some residual sounds in here. We also, very strange occurrence, it's one of our videos. We had a clothes rack set up at the end, all the way at the back of the bench room here, against a wall, and all of a sudden, with force, it just went with a crashing. This is on video. I enhanced the sound, and you can hear an EVP in the background. I don't remember exactly what it was, but we're talking about Halloween decorations, and how we're wondering if some were offensive to the spirit world, they can see them and things. So we were having a little discussion about that, then it came tumbling down, and we also had a K2 flash, that's what it was, over here. Now obviously we have this fridge here, so I'm wondering if that's possibly what caused it. But it doesn't normally give off a signal on the K2, but you never know. So this area is kind of fishy for EMF because there is a power box in the back wall. There's a light here. So we don't tend to do EMF in here anymore. What we usually use this room for is EVPs, because they can use some of all this energy to try and speak into the recorder. We're now going to begin the investigation, and I'm going to stop this introduction of talking. So what we're going to start off with here is I'm going to begin by doing a Mel-Meter sweep of the basement. This light should give off some sort of EMF. Huh? Really? Oh, there we go. 0.6, yeah, and that's a bit of a delay reaction, so that's certainly giving off. Doing this now so that we have a general idea that there's nothing that's going to interfere. We've got lights up here. But this is the washroom which Shadow Man is from. So there's no EMF kicking around there. This is a rather difficult door. So the temperature is in Fahrenheit. I would normally get a spike around here, but this is good. Yeah, that means we're not going to have interference. Going around still. This light. Got this power here. Ooh, that's blurry. Oh, cobweb. Got attached. So the temperature rises and falls as you would expect. Just behind the bar here. No extravagant. So we're going to come back this way. Okay, it was easier to get out than in. But here we go into the furnace room. I'm not sure. No, nothing? Okay. The furnace, that? Nope. I haven't used this equipment in a long time, so I don't know if I need to replace batteries yet, or I think I've only ever replaced batteries in the Mel-Meter once. I've had this 2 or 3 years now. Mind you, we don't use it frequently. As with a lot of the equipment, it's been remaining idle for a good amount of time. But now we're bringing back the communication. Oh yes, over here there was a wonderful temperature spike. It actually went to 666. And I got an EVP. I don't remember the details of the EVP, but because we had the lovely priest over here, I'm going to set up the Mel-Meter. I'm going to start recording there. Right down here. Since this isn't giving off anything, we should be able to tell. If the priest that was here in that photograph that we took down here is still around by the furnace, or any spirit in fact in this room, you may use the Mel-Meter, which is set down right here. It will give us a spike on the numbers, and it will help us to identify if you are here present or not. So please, indulge yourself in the Mel-Meter and enjoy playing with the numbers. And we're going to go begin what are we going to do? EVP session, yes. Do that first. So, while we got the Mel-Meter set up there, we are going to go down here. Oh my. Hello. And we're going to set up this on the bed. Ooh. Set this up here. Go ahead and record. Hello? Any spirits that are down in the basement here in the bedroom? We've got the digital recorder set up here on the bed. It's got the little orange light on it there, right here. Please come and speak into the top of this device as loudly as you can, using your energy to give us answers and speak with us, communicate. Please leave an answer as loud as you can when I ask you a question. Are there a lot of spirits in the basement right now? Are you one of the spirits that reside down here quite a lot? Is your name Philip? Please tell us how many of you are with us right now. Please say a number as loud as you can into the recorder. How many of you are here? So to any of the spirits that are here with me right now, please say into the recorder if you used to live here. Are you a relative of our family? Please tell into the recorder as loud as you can if you remember my name. And if you do, please say my name into the recorder as loudly as possible. It would be great to hear that from you. Do you remember what year you passed away in? Please tell us what year you went to the other side. If you can see me right now, sitting on the bed here, say into the recorder, again, as loudly as you can, the same routine. Say the color of the t-shirt I'm wearing. What is this color?
Now that is absolutely incredible. I have not heard an EVP answer my question with such clarity in a long time. That is exactly what we are looking for. I ask for the color of my shirt, and it replies, green.
Please tell the recorder what year it is right now. If you could tell us if you know what year it is, would be wonderful. Okay, I'm going to conclude the EVP session on the digital recorder right here. Thank you if you spoke into it, and I'm going to bring out the PSP-7 spirit box, and you can manipulate the PSP-7 to speak. I'm going to ask you a few relative questions about the goings-on recently, and about some things that are going to be taking place. So if you can communicate with me through that, and I can hear you real time, and we can have a little telephone conversation almost, as it were, it would be wonderful. So, stop the recorder here, ending session at 7 minutes. So that's the first EVP session cleared out. I might do one right at the end as well. So we are now going to crack open the old things here. Okay, that was really interesting. I just put the K2 down. There was a knock from over here. We're gonna do a little thing first. It's called call and response. So I'm gonna ask you a yes or no question, and I would like you to knock on the wall once for yes or twice for no. Are you a family member? Please, once for yes, twice for no. Do you personally know who I am? Knock once for yes, twice for no. Okay, don't know if we got much out of that. But it was just something I wanted to try because I heard that knock. You never know. So we're going to... That noise is from upstairs. I'm going to put on the spirit box here. Hello? Hi, there's a spirit here. You can use the PSP7 to communicate. You got the K2 here set up. Please tell me your name. Is Grandpa here? No? Who is here then? What is your nationality? Were you born in Canada or are you English? Do you know about recently what has happened over in the UK? Do you know about the events in Manchester? Could you give me a number? Can you tell me if you know how many people lost their lives? Okay, I was... You told me a number, but... Could you tell me how many people died in Manchester recently? Are you a relative? Family? Did you say family? I thought it was family. This weekend I'm going on an expedition with Army cadets for Silver Star EC. We're going to be doing some canoeing. Do you think that is a good idea? That was interesting. Please tell me, do you know what rank I am in cadets? Well, if you do know my rank, please say it for me. Interesting. So just a little other thing. Do you see the K2 meter right here with the light on it?
What it meant.
What it meant? I don't know about that. That's interesting. Could you please light up the K2? The lights make a nice little flash. Help me know you're here. I'm pretty sure some of you have done it before here. Please light up these first two lights on the K2 for me, please. You can just put your hand right here, touch the K2, stand in front of it, please. I'm getting a chill right now. There's a significant difference in the temperature. Are you making it a little cooler in here? Are you near me right now? going to get the Mel-Meter. I'll be right back. Just to document this temperature activity. To the base of the temperature enter. Okay. Please come and stand over in front of me, right where I'm holding my hand. And please try to light up the K2. Could you please do what you were doing earlier, making the temperature a little cooler? It went to 65.4. Are you a soldier? Please tell me on the PSP-7. Did you serve your country? Were you a veteran? Oh, that was interesting. Were you born in Canada? Or were you born in Britain? Please tell me how many of us are standing in this room right now. Do you see me standing right now? Do you see me here? If you see me here, I want you to come over and put your hand on top of the K2, like that. Friendly. It doesn't do any harm. Before I turn off the PSP-7 to move on to our next bit here, could you please tell me my name? Please say my name in the PSP-7 spirit box, right there. Tell me my name, please. Peculiar things. And right before I finish up, please tell me your name, or the names of everyone here. thank you for using the PSP7. And now we're going to go on to a little app I found. I don't know if it's any hard evidence or not, but you can attempt to manipulate it to try and speak through it. So for this next bit here, we're going to be at the Shadow Man spot. Got the Mel-Meter set up. We're going to get down on the ground. Oh my. And we got the K2 set up. And I'm going to open up our little experiment here. Hello? Jackson. Is there a Jackson here right now? Good victim. Patrick. Jackson and Patrick. Are these names of spirits who are here? Please manipulate this app to speak. Number. Please give me a number of how many of you are here. Major. It's interesting, that's a military rank. Was the Shadow Man who showed himself to us a major? Bear. Yeah, I had the stuffed Pooh Bear down here earlier. Everything. Please tell me your name. Decompose. Charming. Well, all our bodies do after we pass away, yeah. They all decompose. I'm sure the guinea pigs in the backyard have. Good idea. So we got idea. Idea. I have an idea. Can you please walk in front of the K2 over there with the green light on it? Happy? I think I should. I'm happy. Peter. Right now we're getting a lot of random names. Please give me a number. Use this device. Tell me a number. How many are here? Do you like doing these sessions? Seat. Yeah, I'm sitting down. Where are you right now? Vanish. That's interesting. Where are you right now? Vanish. I'm going to conclude this session in a couple moments right here. I'm going to let you rest. Before I finish, please leave me a message. You're early. Well, yes, we do usually do these sessions later in the day, usually around the evening. But as it is, I'll be away on my expedition trip with Army cadets. I'm not sure about this app. It's got me mixed. Chuck. Chuck. Chuck what? Oh, please don't chuck anything, please. No. That's not what we do. We have friendly spirits. Well, that's interesting. There aren't any balls around here, are there? I hope not. Because I don't want it to die. Oh. Indeed. Well, thank you for attempting to communicate through this, if you have. We've got the K2 going on here. And I'm now going to conclude the 11. I did ask a while back for a number of how many were here. If there are 11 of you here right now, please tell me your names. Nika? If you are near me, see. Can you see me? Charming. Oh my. Okay, hold on. Okay, that was me. Okay. Feet? There are my feet? Yes. Okay, so thank you for communicating through this if you did. I am now going to let you go and rest up your energy. And when I return from my cadet trip, I will communicate with you again next week. Possibly, I don't know. So hopefully I may be promoted the next time I talk to you. I'll be a qualified Silver Star then. Yeah, you use the device? That's wonderful. It's great stuff. Okay, I'm going to turn it off now. Oh, get up. Ta-ta. Well, that's an interesting one. I'm not giving anything definitive on that, but it could be an interesting piece to work with. So, we're going to check out our Mel-Meter here and see what any changes were. A max. Okay, no spikes on the milligals, but the temperature went all the way up to 67.4, and the minimum was 63.2. Most of the time it was hovering between 64 and 65. So for it to go up to 67 and down to 63 is an interesting fluctuation. I'm going to turn that off. And just get everything sorted back up here. And this concludes our most recent paranormal investigation of the basement. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like the video, and I think I caught some interesting things. I'll find out when I review the evidence. Hope to start processing more of these videos for the channel again. So, tally ho.